Andrew, how many this time?
I'll try an 8.
Okay. Jackie?
7.
What's the 7, Jackie?
Steroid.
And the 8, Andrew?
Cordites.
I did check that one actually, Andrew, because we had cordite, but it definitely says math noun, and it doesn't give a sense in which you could add the S, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Was there anything more than 7?
No, but I've got a nice medical one. I've got cooties. You ever had cooties, Jeff?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you might have. They're lice.
Cooties, yes, absolutely fine for 7. Brings us round to our first numbers round in this quarter-final, and Andrew, it's your selection of those numbers.
Can I have 1 large and 5 small, please?
1 large and 5 small. I've got a feeling I might be able to put my feet up for the rest of the series of these finalists, but we'll see. So this first numbers game, we have 5, 1, 4, another 1, 3, and a large one, 100. And the target to get, 429.
30 seconds to reach 429. Jackie, how close?
428.
And Andrew?
We've got 428 not written down.
OK, let's have your version then, please, Andrew.
100 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5
100 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5.
is 107,
107.
and times 4.
Times 4, 1 away, 428.
Same method, Jackie?
No, I did 100 plus 5 plus 1
100 plus 5 plus 1.
times 4
106 times 4 for 424.
and then plus 3 in the 1.
And 3 and 1, again for 1 away.
No, you always love these finals, Rachel, because they test you so much, don't they? 429, is it possible?
Yeah, if you say 100, add 5, add 3, minus 1 is 107. Times by 4 for 428, and you have 1 left over for 49.
Andrew's our top seed. He's on 28 at the moment. Jackie, though, on 20, still very much in this. Time for them to take a breather as we pop over to Dictionary Corner. Dr. Phil Hamilton is our guest all week long. Well, Dr. Phil, what are we talking about today?
Well, recently I presented an award ceremony called the Golden Poo Awards. As you imagine, I get all the top gigs in show business. But this was part of National Hand Washing Day. It's a global alliance. They've recognised that across the world, maybe 5,000 children die every day because they don't have access to adequate sanitation. But even in Western countries, it's very important for you to wash your hands. But to publicise the Golden Poo Awards, they did some research, and this is very true, I'm not making this up, I shall show you it. Northerners' hands are 3 times as dirty as Southerners. They swabbed people's hands at railway stations, and they found the further north you go, the more likely you are to have poo on your hands. The only exceptions were women in London and in Wales, who seem to have more than men on them. So the point is, why don't we wash our hands? It's really actually an important part for public hygiene. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I was travelling up to Manchester. I went to the Conservative Party conference. I was speaking there for my sins. I did the Labour one as well. But I was travelling up on the West Coast Explorer, and I needed to use the loo. And I walked along, I pressed on the loo door. They've got these big sort of sliding doors like that. And the door opened, and somebody was in there. And I realised on some of these closing doors, you need a physics degree to figure out how to close them properly, because you sort of press the button and it flashes, the close button flashes, the lock button, and you think it's locked and it's not. And now 3 times since I've been on that train, I've stumbled across people caught with their trousers down. They think I'm doing it deliberately, but if I've done it 3 times, it must happen to loads of people. And it's the most embarrassing thing in the world, because the poor person's sitting there squatting, and then they leap up to press the button to close it, and the door takes about 15 seconds to close. So it goes, You couldn't develop a more embarrassing ritual humiliation. So that's probably an excuse for not washing your hands properly, is having some fat ginger doctor peering in at you when you're doing it. I think that probably happens quite commonly. And another reason, of course, is public toilets generally are not great places, are they? I know a lot of people who worry about picking up bugs. They hover above the seat. They worry about even opening the door. They open the door with their shoes and things. But it's actually really important. You'd be surprised how many bugs are caught by not washing our hands properly. And, of course, often you go into a public toilet and there isn't any paper there. And if you're ever stuck and caught short, I recommend this book. If you're short for a bit of paper, wipe out maybe pages 57 to 63. They're not really necessary, but the rest of it are a very good read. So that's what I do on the toilet if you have time. Thank you very much indeed.
time for our first teaser of this quarter-final. The words are Old Roman, and the clue, uncultivated areas belonging to Roger, perhaps. Uncultivated areas belonging to Roger, perhaps. Uncultivated areas belonging to Roger, perhaps moorland. Of course, the answer to our teaser. This is the first quarter-final of Series 61. Andrew Hume is our top seed. He has 28 at the moment. Jackie Baker is our 8th seed. She has 20, so it's a good, close contest. And Jackie, it's your choice of letters.
Can I have a consonant, please, Rachel?
Thank you, Jackie. L.
And another.
K.
And another.
T.
And another.
M.
And a vowel, please.
I.
And another.
U.
And another.
A.
A consonant.
N.
And a final vowel, please.
And a final E.
And your 30-second starts now. Andrew.
7.
Jackie?
Just 6.
OK, what's the 6, Jackie?
Mantle.
And the 7, Andrew?
Man-like.
Manlike.
Yeah. Manlike is all one word, no hyphen. It used to have one, I'm pretty sure, but it's there. Well done.
Yeah, Super 7 with manlike. What else was there over there, Phil?
I have a man-like ailment, such as sore plums. It's a man-like ailment. So ailment is there for also 7.
Very good. Manlike or ailment worth 7. Andrew found one of those. Andrew, it's your pick of the letters.
Can I have a consonant, please?
Thank you, Andrew. D.
And another.
R.
And a third.
For Dr. Phil. S.
Vowel, please.
I.
And another.
A.
And a third.
E.
Consonants.
B.
And another.
S.
And a final consonant.
And a final T.
And here's the countdown clock. Jackie, what have you got?
7.
And Andrew?
8.
Okay. Jackie, what's the 7?
Braised.
And the 8, Andrew?
Disaster.
Disaster.
Very good. Very good. With a D.
Can you match that?
Yes, we have sidebars. They actually accompany a newspaper column, don't they? The sidebar.
Yep, in America you get, we'll get it over here as well, but they're short columns of text that you'll find alongside the main article, usually with explanations in them.
OK. Anything
And
else?
seabirds is another
Seabirds.
8. Seabirds.
OK. Andrew's moved on to 43. Jackie on 20 at the moment. Not even halfway yet, though. Jackie, your pick of the letters.
Consonant, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Jackie. F.
And another.
T.
And another.
R.
And a vowel.
A.
And another.
E.
And another.
I.
And a consonant.
N.
And another.
R.
And a vowel, please.
And a final E.
And your 30 seconds starts now.